We got a lot to cover today, but we should start with this because it's quite possible we will never mention this again. Nikki Haley has declared that she is running for president. Honestly, it's possible that we may never mention her again.
Unless Trump does something funny about it.
Unless Trump says something funny about it. It's really going to come down to what is her nickname that he gives her. Now, he may not give her one.
I mean, how does it fit into Meatball Ron? Because if she's kind of running to be Ron's VP, right?
Meatball Ron and Nikki Tikka Masala. That's he's going to do something horrible like that.
That's a lot of sauce for one dish.
That's right.
Oof.
I don't think so. I don't know. It's too bad she's a horrible liar or whatever. We'll find out what he's going to say.
Nikki.
Deep State Nikki. That's a good one. Yep. Here is Nikki Haley and her opening bid to be president of the United States. I mean, remember, Haley she tried to do two things. She tried to be, she agreed to be Trump's ambassador to the UN and then tried to be a never Trumper sort of afterwards. And it's too bad she chose the wrong choice twice. Can't do that twice.
She took the blue pill.
The railroad tracks divided the town by race. I was the proud daughter of Indian immigrants. Not black, not white. I was different. But my mom would always say your job is not to focus on the differences, but the similarities. And my parents reminded me and my siblings every day how blessed we were to live in America. Some look at our past as evidence that America's founding principles are bad. They say the promise of freedom is just made up. Some think our ideas are not just wrong, but racist and evil. Nothing could be further from the truth. I have seen evil. In China, they commit genocide. In Iran, they murder their own people for challenging the government. And
wait a second. She's saying she's seen evil on TV? Is that what the argument?
Well, I guess when she traveled for the UN stuff,
that's why she's listing
Oh, did they take her? Did they take her to the Uyghur camps?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the Saudis? Is she gonna do the Saudi Arabian government now?
Yeah. Did she go to Iran? I mean, I just did.
Could we just say, the thing about, our fun ideas, you listed a thing that was racist. Like, it was the lane of the train tracks was explicitly racist. Why do we need to get in the Constitution? Like, it's not your job to look at the differences. That's apparently the railroad's job.
Exactly. And what difference would it have made if you're not white and you're not black if there was no problem with race?
Also, I was kind of squinting to see what was on her necklace because I thought she might have been brazen enough to have a cross out there, but that's not what she has on. It's something else. But
very odd way to start off with, let me talk about my identity and how completely irrelevant it is to me. Because nobody was conscious of it whatsoever, except for the fact that I realized I wasn't white and I wasn't black. How did you find that out?
Our ideas are not just wrong, but racist and evil. Nothing could be further from the truth. I have seen evil. In China, they commit genocide. In Iran, they murder their own people.
Also, I'm sorry, but the people from 1619 Project didn't say America was evil. They said it was racist.
Same thing.
How can we really face up against genocides in other countries if we're going to act like we didn't do it?
Oh, you're so woke.
We did the good genocide here.
Come on.
We have a little bit maybe to teach the world.
That was over 200 years ago in some limited cases.
At least the start of it.
I mean, okay. All right. It was at least over 75 years ago, at least in terms of full-on genocide. Okay, so come on. Jesus, Matt. Continue.
Challenging the government. And when a woman tells you about watching soldiers throw her baby into a fire, it puts things in perspective. Even on our worst day, we are blessed to live in America. I was born and raised in South Carolina. so I have seen the very best of our country. People here threw out the old, tired political establishment and demanded accountability. for
Pause
their
it. Wait,
tax
was she
dollars.
talking about the coup that they had down there to throw all the politicians after Reconstruction? Is that what she's talking about? They threw out. They literally did throw out. They killed some too.
Yeah, Charleston's so beautiful. Who made all those buildings?
Yeah, who built that?
And what was the purpose of that city?
Oh my God! Go ahead.
Industry reports called us the beast of the Southeast.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love. People came by the thousands for fresh starts. Moms and dads held their heads up high. Children learned that it was always
It's a great day in South Carolina. It's a great day.
a great day. A great day. A great day in South Carolina. We were strong. We were proud. And when evil did come,
Police in
What kind of
South
evil?
Carolina
Oh,
are
yikes.
looking for a gunman following a shooting at a church in
Several
downtown
victims. We
Charleston.
don't know the severity.
we turned away from fear toward God and the values that still make our country the freest and greatest in the world. We must turn in that
Wait,
direction.
I'm sorry. What was that? What was that shooting about, Nikki Haley?
Let's not get into
Who did it?
detail.
And then who were the cops in your state who took the dude out from McDonald's after he shot up a bunch of black
He
people?
was hungry. I'm sure there were good people on both sides.
What's his interest in Rhodesia about Nikki Haley?
It's just that was not a smooth transition from the I was the UN person to the South Carolina thing, but
This is amazing.
And the values that still make our country the freest and greatest in the world.
They need
We
a
must
record
turn
scratch.
in that direction again. Republicans have lost the popular vote in 7 out of the last 8 presidential elections.
Yet they
That
still have
has to
taken
change.
power and appointed
Biden's
3
record
Supreme
is
Court
abysmal.
justices.
Sound like a
That
rhino,
shouldn't
Nikki.
come as a surprise. The Washington establishment has failed us over and over and over
now
again.
happy music.
She was in
And your
the
voters.
Time
former
for a new
administration.
generation of leadership to rediscover fiscal responsibility, secure our border, and strengthen our country, our pride, and our purpose.
Pause it. One thing you cannot see if you're listening to this, you don't have to go backwards. They put up those chyrons, and that is actually a pre-bought chyron package that you can get every time you run for Republican office. They just throw those in, so they already have that template already there.
She saved some money on that.
Yep.
Some people look at America and see vulnerability. The socialist left sees an opportunity to rewrite history. China and Russia are on the march. They all think we can be bullied, kicked around. You should know this about me. I don't put up with bullies.
I raise my
And when
hand.
you kick back,
at the
it
UN.
hurts them more if you're wearing heels. I'm Nikki Haley, and I'm running
Girl
for
boss.
president.
Honestly, I have to say I would give the editing and the pacing of that somewhere around like a D or an E as a grade. I don't think I've ever seen anything that was so schizophrenic. Like they really did need the record scratch and then put in the sort of some type
You
of
probably wondered how it got here.
Yeah.
That's me.
And outside of her being a woman, that was the most standard and also really stale Republican presidential ad. That could have been in 2004. I mean,
When you kick back, it hurts worse when you're.
what,
your
he-
heels?
oh, so
Oh my God.
There you go.
you're poking people's eyes out with your stilettos, psycho?
I appreciate that it almost seems like she was a little surprised when she says, "I'm Nikki Haley and I'm running for president." And then she's like, "Oh, right, oh my God, am I really doing
That's
this?"
me.
No, then she
because
just
she's not.
And then it just cuts back to her going, "I'm kidding. Not really."
If
Not
only those
really.
people at that church would have been Indian, maybe they wouldn't have been
That's right.
victim of a
That's right.
racist attack.
That's right. They were too. Oh my God.
And fact check on me. Thank you, JR in Philly. It was Burger King that he got taken to, not McDonald's.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
And also, just to be clear, I mean, what was fascinating about that is that she wouldn't go all the way to being anti-woke. She just sort of that ad really captures why she's going nowhere in the campaign because she's neither fish nor fowl. And she's trying to walk some imaginary sort of like tightrope line, and nobody believes it anymore. And that's it. And it's over. And she's just got to wait and see if she will, snag a VP slot. That's basically what
she's
it is.
running for.
But it's also, I don't know, like what does she bring to the ticket in terms of some type of like, her campaigning has been limited over the past 4 years. She hasn't been in the news much.
They're terrified of losing the suburban voter to Biden, and that's exactly who she's running to be.
She might be able to.
A woman
she
to
might
bring
be
back
able to,
the female suburban voter.
And you know what happens when you kick with those heels?
Yeah.
If you kick backwards.
It's hard to balance after you land the kick.
And you've also got to kick backwards.
Why are you
Because the heels would actually, it would be very, very hard to land with the heel in the kick.
I think the most effective way to stomp on people with your heels is to go stomp, right?
Yes, that's my point.
Down, not kicking back. She's kicking down.
As long as they're on the floor, those heels really hurt.
Maybe we should make cops wear heels.
They do have don't they have hard stuff on their boots sometimes, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's like a high heel.